All right. Welcome back for another deep dive. You ready to get into it?
Oh, always ready to dive in. Let's do it.
So today we're going to be looking at the story of Kofi,
Okay.
a tech innovator from Ghana. And we're going to see what we can learn about, you know,
Yeah.
grassroots innovation from his journey.
Yeah.
Now, we've got a great article here that details his whole story.
Right.
Um, and I think it's going to be super interesting to kind of unpack what he did and how it all came together.
Yeah, I think it's especially interesting, with Kofi's story that it really shows how you don't necessarily need these massive resources
Yeah,
to create something really impactful.
exactly. You don't need to be in Silicon Valley to have a great idea and make it work.
Exactly.
And that's what's so cool about Kofi. He was fascinated by technology, even as a kid.
Right.
But he grew up in rural Ghana,
Right.
where, access to computers and the internet wasn't exactly commonplace.
Not at all. And that makes his dedication even more remarkable, To think he learned to code through online courses, but he didn't have, a computer at home or anything like that.
Yeah, how did he manage that?
He would actually go to a cyber cafe in his town to use the internet
Yeah,
and
really.
complete those courses. That takes some serious commitment.
It really does.
Yeah.
And so all of this led him to create this amazing mobile app. And now when we hear app for farmers, we tend to think of, you know, livestock management or maybe tracking harvests.
Yeah.
But Kofi's app is different. His focus is on predicting weather patterns.
And that's so important, in an area where farmers are really dependent on the weather, a single bad season can be devastating.
Absolutely.
And Kofi saw that, right? His app takes real-time weather data and gives farmers personalized advice on when to plant. It helps them avoid losses from bad weather.
That's incredible. And so I'm curious, what kind of results have they seen?
Oh, the results are fantastic. Farmers using the app have seen huge improvements in their yields. We're not talking about small increases, but significant jumps in their crop production.
Wow. So it's actually making a real difference in people's lives.
Exactly. It's improving food security
Yeah,
and boosting incomes for these communities.
that's just amazing.
And the coolest part is, this success hasn't gone unnoticed. Kofi's gotten attention from local authorities and even investors.
That's so great to hear. It seems like his work is really being recognized and supported.
It is. And it shows how important it is to support these grassroots innovations that have so much potential to solve real problems.
They're absolutely right. And this funding he's received will allow him to really expand the reach of his app, right?
Exactly. It's going to help him reach even more farmers. But there's another point here that's crucial. Not every great idea gets this kind of attention.
That's true. So in your opinion, what are some of the key factors that determine whether a project like this takes off or ends up fading away?
That's a tough one. There's no magic formula, but a few things definitely help. First off, the innovation has to be practical. Does it address a real need in the community? Kofi's app clearly did that. Then, there's the question of scalability. Can the solution be replicated in other communities facing similar issues? And that's what Kofi is working towards now. Finally, visibility and networking play a huge role. Kofi succeeded in getting attention, which helped him secure resources. But that often means connecting with the right people, whether it's local leaders, investors, or just getting the word out in the community itself.
So it's really a multifaceted process. Creating something innovative is a huge step, but getting it into the hands of the people who need it and ensuring it can continue to thrive in the long run, that's equally important.
Right. It's not just about the idea itself. It's about the whole journey of bringing that idea to life and making a lasting impact.
And I think that's a great takeaway for our listeners today. What should they be thinking about after hearing Kofi's story?
Kofi's journey shows that anyone can be an innovator. You don't need tons of resources or a fancy degree. It starts with seeing a problem, being passionate about fixing it, and then getting creative with what you have. So I'd encourage everyone listening to think about their own communities and interests. What are the challenges you see around you? What small but meaningful solutions might be within your reach?
That's a fantastic point to leave everyone with. Kofi's story is truly inspiring and reminds us that even small ideas, when driven by passion and purpose, can create a ripple effect of positive change. Who knows, the next breakthrough might be just around the corner, waiting for someone to take that first step.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive. We hope you found it insightful and inspiring, and we look forward to exploring more fascinating stories with you next time.
Until then, keep those innovative ideas flowing.
See ya!